On a cold January morning in 2001, the quiet college town of Athens, Georgia, was just beginning to wake up. A thin layer of fog covered the streets as smoke suddenly began rising from an apartment building. Within minutes, firefighters rushed to the scene, unaware that they were about to discover the beginning of one of America's most haunting cold cases.
When firefighters forced open the apartment door, they found the body of 23-year-old law student Tara Baker. At first, authorities believed the fire had caused her death. But as investigators examined the scene, they noticed signs that something far more sinister had happened.
Evidence suggested that the fire had been deliberately set. Detectives quickly realized they were dealing with a homicide. The small college town was shocked. Tara was known as a bright, ambitious student with dreams of becoming an attorney. Police immediately launched a full investigation. Detectives interviewed friends, neighbors, classmates, and family members. Everyone was asked the same question: who would want to hurt Tara Baker? Unfortunately, no one seemed to have an answer. Investigators retraced Tara's final hours. Witnesses reported that she had spent the evening normally and returned home without any signs of trouble. Yet sometime during the night, a killer had entered her life and changed everything forever. As weeks turned into months, detectives chased every possible lead. They examined physical evidence, questioned potential suspects, and searched for witnesses. But each promising clue eventually led nowhere. The fire had damaged crucial evidence, making the case even more difficult to solve. In 2001, forensic technology was far less advanced than it is today. Detectives often found themselves facing dead ends with no clear path forward. Months became years. The investigation slowly lost momentum. Eventually, Tara Baker's murder was classified as a cold case. The killer remained free, while her family continued living with unanswered questions. Despite the lack of progress, Tara's family refused to give up hope. They stayed in contact with investigators and continued pushing for the case to remain active. They believed that one day, the truth would finally come out. More than 2 decades passed. During that time, forensic science advanced dramatically. New DNA testing methods allowed investigators to analyze evidence that had once been considered useless. Cold cases across America were being reopened. Tara Baker's case was among those reviewed again. Detectives carefully re-examined old evidence preserved from the crime scene. This time, advanced DNA technology revealed something investigators had never been able to see before. The forensic results pointed toward a man named Edric Lamont Faust. Detectives spent months verifying the findings, comparing records, and building a case. For the first time in over 20 years, they believed they had identified Tara's killer. In 2024, more than 23 years after Tara Baker's death, authorities arrested Edric Lamont Faust. The announcement stunned the community. Many people had assumed the case would never be solved, but investigators had finally broken through the mystery. As court proceedings moved forward, Tara's family finally saw hope for justice. The case became a powerful reminder that time does not always protect criminals. Sometimes the truth waits patiently for decades before finally coming to light. For Tara Baker, the long journey toward justice had finally begun to reach its conclusion.